Hello, today I am going to be defending Nintendo. Ooh, spooky. But seriously, some people, a lot of people, have been saying that the game prices are consumer unfriendly when Nintendo, even if they're consumer unfriendly, is the most consumer friendly of most AAA gaming companies. Like Ubisoft, Xbox, Sony are all way worse than Nintendo. Yeah. So with Nintendo, let's just jump into it. Nintendo prices their games at $70 to $80 in the current generation, which is above the standard just $70 of the other companies. Which immediately seems, wait, they're making their games more expensive. That's very consumer unfriendly. But what's going on actually is Nintendo is trying to be consumer friendly and show you the actual cost of the game up front instead of obfuscating it behind microtransactions and day one DLC. A good example of this is comparing Sonic Cross Worlds and Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World is $80 and Sonic Cross Worlds is $70. So Sonic Cross Worlds seemed like the better game for consumer friendliness. But Sonic Cross Worlds comes with day one DLC that puts up the price to $90. This is very consumer unfriendly and should be called out way more than Nintendo. But people only seem to care when Nintendo does it. And this is part of a larger double standard given towards Nintendo. Sony is pumping out a bunch of garbage live service games that you have to pay full price for, and then they're filled with microtransactions. But people act like an $80 full game is worse than a $60 game where half the content's locked behind microtransactions. And it's way better because you're seeing the actual price. No one in the gaming industry is offering all of the day one content for only $70, at least in the AAA space. You might see indie developers, the only consumer-friendly group in the gaming industry, actually not charging too bad for their games, and that's great. But of all the consumer-unfriendly companies, Nintendo is the most consumer-friendly. And I just don't want to deal with people slandering them, Also, to be blunt, a lot of people just don't think before they speak. Like, you just parrot things you hear, and the people you're parroting them from don't think about what they're saying. Because if you don't think, and you just look, and you just see this is $80, this is $70, it obviously looks worse. But if you dig into it and consider it for a few minutes, it's actually way better than the rest of the gaming industry. Nintendo doesn't do live service. Nintendo doesn't do microtransactions in paid games. Nintendo doesn't do day one DLC. The only microtransactions we've seen in Nintendo games are free mobile games and free Switch games. Like, there's a Kirby game, I forgot the name. It's like Kirby Clash Ultra or something. That game was fun, but I didn't want to spend money on the microtransactions. Yeah. Also, Nintendo, when's the last time you heard of Nintendo having a layoff? That's also something great about Nintendo. I haven't heard of a Nintendo layoff in a while compared to other companies. That's really good. And, the controller prices are pretty pricey, but honestly, the quality you're getting with them is Nintendo quality. And Nintendo quality was kind of ruined by the last generation. But before the Switch and the whole Joy-Con drift thing, Nintendo was known for quality controllers and quality consoles. And that is what they're getting back to. And I'm so glad to see it. But, yeah, that's the day's video. I hope you enjoyed. And as this is my first video, it helped me a lot if you liked and subscribed and sent it to all your friends. Oh, and leave a comment. Well, see ya.